welcome. Today we'll be talking about the Vanquest Fatpack Pro. I got these two packs in from Vanquest for review. We got the small and the large. This is designed as a sling type of carrier for first aid medical equipment. It features a lot of the Vanquest technical aspects such as the Spartan pull zippers, some DWR, inverted zippers, Molly pouch webbing, and also hook and loop field in the front. And it's a modular system that works with some of their inserts that they sell separately in their online store, which you can put in other Vanquest packs. The Fatpack Pro offers a lot of customizability. I've used it on the trail already, and in the months that I've had it, I've tested it out on the rescue, which we'll have some footage of in a moment. It's a very versatile pack. I find that carrying it on my back as a backpack is not too bad. It's not the most comfortable thing when it's weighted down with a lot of items inside, which we'll go over with the large setup that I have for the large variant. But we can go over the small variant. It's very similar to the large, just slightly different inserts for the interior. As we mentioned before, you can buy these interiors online on their store. They're the large insert and the smaller inserts, and they'll fit in other products that Vanquest has out on the market. It's very nice, it's very organized, and it's modular. So let's go over the small here on the table. We can see we have the front here, we have the side here with the Molly pouch webbing, a little bit of elastic here too, so you can put different types of items in the side. And then on the back we have the strap system, and these straps are fairly nice, fairly easy to adjust by lifting these up and kind of pulling the tabs to adjust them. And then we have these flick lock tab adapters on the side here, which we can easily take these straps off and just use it as a carrying sling bag with its two handles on the top here. We have the S for the small variant, and here's the Molly pouch webbing on the back. Pretty much the same on the other side, and the bottom is just fairly straightforward here. So we have some grab tabs on the bottom too. And then on the top we have two handles here for grabbing, and we have the identification cards on it. So we have the front pouch here, which has a shared pouch, which has these elastic button holders, which are decent. The idea is to put something in there, like maybe a pair of shears or something else, to grab pretty easily and have it hooked into here. I find in my uses that these buttons tend to come off a little bit too easy in the field by getting pulled on something in the outdoors for my use, but for use it might be more than adequate. On the inside of here we have some high-vis 210D ripstop nylon, very useful. And in this front compartment it's also 210D high-vis ripstop nylon as well. So that's the front compartment. Let's go ahead and open this up, try to get it to a point where you guys can kind of see pretty well on the table here. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can see all that in the frame. We'll go over the back side of the pack. We have the SB01, which is the small type of organizational modification that you can take out. This is attached via a Velcro platform here, where you can remove the entire piece. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this whole platform comes out and all three of these bags come out. This is a nice laminated mesh see-through, half see-through type of pocket with these little identification holders in the front, which is very nice for a medical kit. If you hand it to somebody who doesn't know what's inside of it, you kind of put some identification stickers on these modular pieces here, which is quite nice. So we have the YKK zippers for easy handling. Say if you have a glove on your hand, obviously you'll be able to move these zippers in and out, and they are inverted. So the inside, we also have the 210D ripstop nylon, which is fairly good. And that is the back side of the kit. Let's go ahead and turn this around so you can see the inside of the front part. Okay, so this is the front part here. This has one big holder on the center here. We can unzip it again with the Spartan pull zippers. We have more hook and loop field on the bottom for identification. We have a row of webbing here, 3 big webs here, as you can see. And we have 4 smaller ones on the top here, and they're staggered also, which is good. Then on the inside here, we have the removable SA01. So this can come out and you can put something else on this hook and loop field on the back here. You can see this is hook and loop field here. And these are fairly large elastic webbings for bigger type of items to store on the inside of there. The larger variant of this will have a little bit longer elastic fields and a little bit more on the inside as well here. You won't just have 3 here, you'll have maybe 4 of these lined up, and they'll be various sizes too. Again, we have the laminated mesh see-through kind of visual type of material here, the plastic if you will. Very well done and very easy to access. And you can see the zippers here on the outside are fairly strong, the YKK zippers. So it makes for an easy access. As you can also see, it opens up in a fully clamshell opening. So it's very easy to access and just pull out and show people where things are if you need to quick access something, which lends itself to being a pretty good medical kit in that regard. Now, this is water repellent. We did try doing a little bit of a water test. It will get soaking wet if you leave it out in the rain for long periods of time. That is the small version of the Fatpack Pro. We have the larger version here, which I can go over in a moment and show you what's inside and how it's packed in there as an example. Here we have the large pack filled out, and I have it customized to a certain standard. I'm not a medical professional or EMT, so take what I do with a grain of salt. I'm not by any means saying you have to have it customized this way, but for now I'm working on this. It's a work in progress. In the front, we have some shears here inside the front pocket, and then on this side of the pocket we have a reflecting mirror with a whistle. We have our medical pouch here, and in the top zipper compartment I just have some gloves inside of it because it's a small compartment, so I can easily access the gloves pretty quickly without having to open up the whole kit. On the side, I do have mounted a cat tourniquet with some extra shears and also a Sharpie pen. And then on this side, I don't mount anything, but I'm thinking about putting a mountable spot for a bottle of water or radio. On the back, there's nothing, hook and loop field, and I do keep the straps on it. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. Just bear with me, guys. Don't want to hit all the stuff here because it's quite big. And there is a lot to unpack here. So, all right, we have it opened up. We have one side looking at it right now, the back side. And as you can see, I have some written items on the inside. We have minor wound care. This has gauze, bleed control, and utilities. And this is the LB01 module, which you can take this whole platform off again and put it into another backpack and put a different platform in here if you wanted to. So let's open this up, and I have a whole bunch of different things in here: a light, pulse ox, headlamp, minor electronics, extra battery, things like that in case it gets dark out in the trail. I have a way to see what I'm working on or help show light for other people who what they're working on too. So it comes in handy. One thing I've noticed in my experiences with being out in rescues in the woods and stuff is that a lot of the EMS and volunteer crews, and even some of our own crews sometimes, we don't always have lights, and I tend to carry extra lights on me just in the event that we need extra lights. So it does come in handy in a medical kit, in my mind, to be able to see what I'm working on or what other people are working on. I may not have the skills to use this stuff, but somebody else does, and they might need to be able to see what they're working on. So that's why I have a utility pouch. This might house some extra knives or something in there too as well. Just a demonstration what to carry in each of the pockets. This minor wound care, I have little ouchie boo boo stuff. I have poison ivory, aspirin, just minor stuff that's not critical would be in this pouch here. And in this pouch I have these cravats, I have a mylar space blanket, and I have rolled gauze in there, so good for packing stuff. And the cravats are pretty useful. They're multi-use item in the outdoors or the outback, if you will. So that's why I have them in this spot here. Now, when I get to the other side, this is quite a big bag, so just give me a moment to get to the other side and go over what I have on this side. Okay, we have the front side, which is packed full of stuff, as you've seen here. We have extra gloves. I did mention that before. We have an extended webbing arrangement for the larger kit. We have a smaller web arrangement right over here, and a little bit slightly bigger web arrangements on the bottom side. So on the top webbing arrangement, we have a flashlight, AA one. I have my eye pen thing, which is rechargeable. I have another tourniquet here, which is soft T wide. Underneath, I have some duct tape on a credit card. I have some padded gauze here, the square con variant, and the various sizes underneath in the wider parts here. Then I have a little label here telling me what else I have in here. This is more airway control, bleed stuff on the inside of the pocket here. This plastic mesh pocket stuff is very rigid. It's very nice to have because you can kind of see what's on the inside. And then we also have a lighter in case we need to sterilize something real quick. And of course, this is the multi-tool, the Huntsman, which is very nice. The Leatherman Huntsman, great tool. I wanted to have something with a saw on it for the outdoor kit in case you need to make a carrying litter. I can use a saw, kind of process some wood to do that with. And it's got some scissors in there and plenty of useful little tools, which I've gone over with the channel before. Now I'm going to try to open up this inside pocket to kind of show you how I have it arranged. It's not the best arrangement, but it does work for what I'm using it for. I'm going to try to do this without bumping into the microphone and other items here. So as I mentioned before, with the larger variant, you get slightly different webbing arrangements. These are extra big webs. I have some cold press here. I have the airway control here. I have a hyphen chest seal, SAM splint. I have bleed stop underneath here. I have more cravats underneath here. I have an Olays bandage, a modular bandage right here. And I have a couple other items on the inside here, which I can't get to, but you kind of get the idea that this is a little bit more comprehensive than most of my other kits because it's my biggest medical kit. But that's how we have it set up on the inside here, just to give you an idea how you can set up the inside, and it's staggered. Now, I don't recommend doing it the way I do it because it's quite confusing to get to all this stuff, but I know what's inside of it at least, and I can kind of tell people a little bit how to get to it. Ideally, you want to have it easily accessible and not as fully packed as I have it. The Fatpack Pro is a decent bag. I've used it on a couple rescues already, and it's pretty comfortable to carry in the backcountry for a certain duration, obviously. And if it's not weighed down too much, it's not bad carrying as a backpack. The straps are not padded, so it will you will feel it in the backcountry after a while. And sometimes those tab arrangement movers can be in an awkward spot, so it might be on your clavicle or something like that. So it might be a little awkward to carry the bag like that for a while. However, it is nice to have. It's a reassurance. And I found that I can actually put a water bottle in there with the way I have it set up with all the items in there. So I can carry my water and this as a backpack, and I do have a few survival items on it. The construction of the bag is pretty high quality. Again, it's a Vanquest item, so they typically make their stuff with really good quality and good quality control, and you can expect the usual Vanquest quality if you have their previous products. The corduroy fabric holds up pretty well. I think some room for improvements might be for the modular part with the bags. I wish you could take out the bags individually and swap them out. I think that would be pretty interesting to do on hook and loop field like I have there. So taking the idea a step further, I think that would be a good improvement going forward. Other than that, it works fairly well. The kit and the zippers are pretty good. They hold up pretty well. They're easily accessible, which is key, in my opinion, to getting to things fast in the kit. And the aesthetic of it is pretty good too, and the adaptability, especially on the outside with the Molly Pals webbing. You can customize that to whatever you want. You don't have to do it the way I did it with the cat tourniquet on the outside. You can put like a radio out there or another water bottle holder or something else, and you don't have to carry it the way I do with the straps. You can take those off fully. Both straps can come off the bag. You can mount more stuff on the other side of there, so you can carry it like a grab handle kind of pack, and just carry it like a sling bag type of thing, or one strap on it maybe. So you can use it like that. There's a lot of different configurations. I think that's where the value comes in for the Fatpack Pro Small and Large. And of course, I'm making use out of the large because I tend to overpack my packs. Again, I'm not an EMT professional, so maybe you want to consult with somebody who's more of a professional in the medical field. This is just certainly my setup and something that I'm working on, and it's a demonstration of how you can utilize this bag to your fullest potential. Again, I want to thank Vanquest, say thanks to them, and I also want to thank you guys for watching, and enjoy your day.